Before we get into this video, guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to Forever Grips for sponsoring your boy, helping all gamers fit their needs. They are the #1 most affordable gaming accessory company, y'all. They have everything from t-shirts to wireless earphones, i12 AirPods, AirPod covers, controller skins, controller grips, you name it. Forever Grips got y'all. So be sure to head over to forevergripsgaming.com, and if you use my special code Quantum, you get a cool 15% off any purchase, y'all. What's going on, YouTube? It's your man Quantum here, and we're back with another Iron Saga video for you guys. Today we're going to be doing a mech review on Yaksha Modified. So in my opinion, guys, I just getting straight into it, this is probably one of the best A-class mechs in the game, in my opinion. And I like A-class mechs because they're very easy to obtain. So just to have and come across one this strong and that does this amount of damage is pretty awesome. So basically what we're going to do is it's going to be about 4 parts to this. And for the first part, I like to look at just the overall stats of the mech. And then after that, what I like to do is I like to check it out and see how much DPS it's going to do within 30 seconds. Then after that, we do a survivability test just to see how long it takes before it actually dies. And then afterwards, I'll just give you guys my final thoughts on it. So getting right into this though, we have Yaksha Modified, and it has about 4,100 HP, 4,140. It is a very lightweight mech, so that means that it can move very quickly with the right parts. It only has a weight of 59, size is 6.0 by 7.3, velocity is 93, so it's very fast. This is a very fast mech, guys. Now the static coding modified Cassis feature, this is a pretty useless Cassis feature, if I'm being completely honest with you. There's never really any times where this is actually useful, where I actually find it, helpful, but it does have a 25% chance to paralyze an enemy when receiving melee damage, and the minimum interval is 1 second. So I guess every second or whatever. That might be how long it lasts, but I don't know. Anyways, you're really not going to worry too much about this though, because it just never really happens. This guy is actually a long range combat mech, so most of the time you're not going to be getting hit with melee stuff anyway, especially if he's if you have like a lot of like acceleration and movement / evasion parts on it that makes it move a lot. So yes, moving into the weaponry though, yeah, this guy hits very hard weaponry wise, and he's just probably honestly the highest damage dealing A rank in the game, if I'm being honest with you. But anyways, he has a 155, I guess that's millimeter beam cannon, and it's a burst main armament, so it's a beam attribute. And he has 2 heat guns, that's fire. He has a shield flame shell, 2 shield flame shells. So this guy can spam fire pretty good. He can make people burn, which is pretty cool, and that burn damage is really nice. So he deals out a pretty decent amount of damage because of that. He has about 5 unique abilities. He has the melee grapple, shield block L1, side evasion L1, leap evasion, and high output shot. So yes, what we'll go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and get into the DPS test, and this is basically just where I test out the DPS for about 30 seconds just to see how much damage he can actually do. So what we're looking at is the DPS, of course, and the max damage. So let's see how much damage he actually does. You can see the DPS is already over 6, bruh. Look at that DPS, 2,000, my guy. That's crazy. Max is 4,300. That is sick. This guy deals more damage than some of the SSS-Class mechs, if I'm being real with you. So, and to be honest, this guy, I actually bring him in. He's actually on my main lineup, my #1 team. He's actually on there. So as you can see, he deals a lot of damage. Now we're gonna see how good he survives, if he's tanky, if he's glassy or not. So basically this next test is going to be a survivability test. We're going to see how long it takes for him to actually die. So let us see. This guy can be a little glassy, but the cool thing is that he's very agile. So if you have like a good pilot and maybe 1 or 2 like evasion type parts or whatever, he can usually survive pretty decently. But right there you can see he survived for about a little bit under 20 seconds. So he's literally a glass cannon. So, but it's kind of worth it because in a party of 4, if you have like a good tank or somebody who's drawing the majority of the fire while he's just doing the damage, he's just that spear, then you know that could very well synergize nicely. And the fact that he's so glassy at that point might not even matter. I definitely would recommend probably giving him like a camouflage coating or something like that, and that would be good because it would increase his evasion even more. So he's already very fast, but that would increase it even more, and it would keep him from being targeted, which is also good. So it would allow him to do a lot of damage and not be destroyed so easily. And then of course, you know, some type of attack core, something that's going to increase his attack, or you know, something that's just going to make him stronger. You can give him stuff for like, I guess, flame attribute if you want, because he has like 4 flame weapons, 1 beam weapon. Yeah, I would just focus on maximizing as much damage with this guy as you possibly can, because you'll be able to take down enemies very nicely. I just want to show you guys real quick as well. I actually run a healer version of him with Gwen. I actually have her using him, and I just kind of want to show you guys how she kind of runs with him as well. You can make different builds with this guy, but this is what I'm kind of using with him. So now she doesn't do as much damage with him because she's like the healer or whatever, but you know that she still does a pretty decent amount of damage. I feel like any mech that does over 1,000 something damage is a good mech, you know what I'm saying? So I have her with him though, because I have like a lot of parts on her that's like a lot of evasive parts. And then on top of that, she's the healer. So basically what I wanted the healer to be able to stay alive, and she does a really good job of staying alive with this guy because she heals up and she can move out the way very nicely, especially even with me controlling her as well. So this is just like kind of one build that you can kind of make with her, but to be honest, I would recommend going for just a bunch of damage, you know, because he's one of the highest dealing A-class mechs, once again even stronger than some of the SSS classes. So yes guys, all in all, yeah, this guy's pretty hard hitting, definitely worth getting if you don't have him, definitely worth putting him in your, you know, team early game, mid game, even late game if you want to. Yaksha Modified is a must have, and he's just really good. You can make different kind of builds with him. He looks pretty cool too. Like if you just look at the way, you know, the mech looks, is pretty dope mech, you know. So yeah guys, I guess that'd be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this, hope you find it helpful. If you guys want to see more of this, definitely hit that like button, subscribe if you enjoyed this content. If you want to see more, definitely leave a comment as well if you want to chime in, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.